Okay, so yesterday I felt really good about the work. Um, does anybody have one they just were like, man, I'm not sure how to do it?
No, that. Oh yeah.
Tell me.
Shh. I have to.
Come on, tell me.
Just because like I was distracted.
Would you just tell me what number you want me to give you the answer to?
Uh, 26.
26.
Yeah.
So he wants the factors of 36 that are 16.
Oh.
That would
yeah.
be 18 and 2.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan.
41.
41. The factors of 48 that are 26, 24 and 2. Right? 75. Let's take a look at 75. All right, this is one that's not common, but 3 times 17.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right, 3 and 17 makes 51. All right, anybody else? Yes.
Can you do 68?
68. Let's talk about that. 68. Factors of 60, 20 and 3. Anybody else? All right. Again, it's not that difficult, right? Really not that difficult. All right. And like I said, if you understand that, today's going to be easier to do. It just takes a longer time. All right. So here we go. So now let me ask you this. Now I tried to tell you yesterday that you're just saying the factors of 1 that make 3, but that doesn't make sense now. The reason it doesn't make sense is because there's a leading coefficient. All right? This is considered a medium problem. The reason it's considered a medium problem is because the leading coefficient is a what? As a prime number. All right? So now the process is the same though. Please watch how simple. All right? We're always going to put 2 sets of parentheses. And then we're going to write, the only way to make 2x squared is with now what? 2x and x. Everybody with me? Because 2x times x is 2x squared. Now, this one's really simple because there's only, what are the factors of 1? The only factors? 1 and 1. So now here's the key for today. I want you to put a 1 and a 1 down. Now, how do I get 3? Well, you do the smiley face. How much is that?
1.
And how much is that?
2x.
1x and 2x makes, if they're both positive. So that's how simple. All right, now listen, try to concentrate now. All right, do not be distracted. What?
Wait, if it's 2x squared,
So let me explain one more time now. Let's look at it. All right, 2x times x is that 2x squared. You hear me? 1 times 1 is that 1. The middle term is the combination of the smiley faces. You with me now, right? All right. So now let's try number 4. It's going to go down. Yes, sir?
I'm just confused.
Good.
Why you did the addition?
Well, because this right here, you see what I'm doing, right? That's 1x. This right here is what? I need a total of what? 3x. So how is it a 3x? It's a 3x if they're both what? You with me now, right? All right. Good job. All right. Correct it immediately. All right. Now we're looking at number 4. The only way to make 3x squared is with what?
3x.
All right. Very good. 3x and x. All right. Now I'm going to do it the incorrect way first just to show you why it's annoying. What are the factors of 4? 4 and 1, 2 and 2. So I'm going to tell you in the future, or I should say in the future, but always start with the middle factors. Generally, the middle factors work. And what do I mean by the middle factors? The 2 and the 2. Everybody with me? 4 and 1 are on the outside. The middle's 2 and 2. Everybody good? I'm going to put 2 and 2 down to show you that it's incorrect. All right? So, how much is this? How much is this? Is there any way to make 1 with 2 and 6?
No.
No. All right? So now we have to erase that. All right? And this is why kids don't do well, because they just want the answer. Or it requires work now to get the answer. Now I'm going to put the other factors. The other factors are 4 and 1. I'm still going to do it incorrectly. I'm going to put a 1 here. I'm going to put a 1 here and a 4 here. Now what do I have? 1x and 12x. There's no way to make a 1 with 1 and 12. So now I make this the 4 and this over here the what? The 1. Now what do I have? 4x and I want it to be negative 1x. So that means the 4 has to be, and the 3 has to be negative 4, positive 1. And that's the answer. All right? Is everybody with me on that? All right, it's going to take time. As we go down, you'll start to get faster. All right? But if you double check your work, it's 100. There's no way to be wrong.
So for these, it does matter what one.
Absolutely. No, if you put x plus 1 times 3x minus 4, that's the same. But the placement of the numbers is super important. All right? So here we go. Let's look at the number 7 now. All right? Still pretty easy. The only way to make 7n squared is 7n and n. Now, the only factors of 2 are what? 1 and 2. Now, do I put the 2 at the end?
No.
No, because that would make what? Yes, that's what you're supposed to see. 2 does not go here. Watch. 2 does not go there because that would make a what? 14. So, visually, you can start to understand what I'm saying. If I come over here and put a 2 there and a 1 there, now you can see the what?
The 2 and 12.
2 and 7 make what? If they are both
Positive.
That's correct. That's how I want you saying things. It's very easy. Very, very easy. All right, now again, these are considered medium problems because the leading coefficient is what? Prime. Now, numbers 10 is considered what? Hard, because you have 6x squared. It could be 6x and x, or it could be 2x and 3x. Now, who was listening? What numbers should I try first here? 2x and 3x. Exactly. You want to start with the middle factors. All right? So I'm going to put 2x and 3x. Now, do I know that's correct? No. Just from experience, the middle factors are the ones that usually work. All right? Now, the factors of 10 are what? 2 and 5. Now, listen, what I'm telling you, this is going to save you, it's going to cut down on half of your guessing and checking if you pay attention. 2 cannot go there. The reason why 2 cannot go there is because there would be a common factor. Does everybody hear me? Those numbers have to be relatively prime. All right? So there's no way 2 can go there. All right? So you can save yourself some time. So automatically put the 2 over here, and the 5 would go over here. Right? And now you're going to make your smiley face to see what happens. How much is that? And how much is this?
4.
So is 15 and 4 make 7?
No.
No. So now we would have to try 1 and 10. All right? But is 1 and 10, do I know that's not going to work? Yeah, the reason I know it's not going to work is because if I put 10 here, that's going to make 20. Does everybody see that? And I'm trying to get it down to what? 7. So there's no way that's going to work. Does everybody hear me on that? So 2x and 3x did not work, but that's the best place to start. All right? So now instead of 2x and 3x, we're going to have to do what?
6x and x.
We're going to have to do 6x and x. That is correct. So I put 6x and x. Now the middle factors of 10 are what? Where does the 2 have to go? On the right or the left?
On the right.
It has to go on the right. 2 can't go with the 6. 2 and 5. Now look, what do I have? 12 and can make -7 if the 12 is, now the 12 is negative. Look right here. That's the negative. And then this would be the what? Now to double check yourself, just visualize it. This is how much? -12. Everybody see that? The one in the middle is what? 5. -12 plus 5. What is -12 plus 5? -7. That's the middle term. Everybody hear me on this?
Why didn't you put 2 on the left side if 6 and 5 are close together?
No, the reason 2, listen carefully now, because this is super, super important. 2 cannot go there because those have a common factor of 2. You with me? All right, so let's do 13. 2 sets of parentheses. What's the only way to make 5x squared? 5x and x. The only way to make 3. Now, does the 3 go on the right or the left? Definitely on the left. If it goes on the right, you're going to end up with what? Which is way too big. All right? So we're going to take the 3, we're going to move it over here, and put the 1 over here. Now I have what? 3x and 5x. So I can make 2x if the 5 is what? The 5 is positive. Now listen, the 5 is positive, so most kids do this. They put a plus there. That's not right. It's not right. The 5 is the product of 1 and 5. Then the 3 would be what? Now look, you have to discover that on your own. You're not just writing down my answers. If you're not seeing it, it's not helping. The more you do yourself, the better it's going to be. All right? Here we go, number 16. The only factors of 3x squared. 3x and x. Now, where do you think the 5 would go? On the left, right? Because if you put it on the right, it's going to create a what? 15. Too big, right? So if I put 5 and 1, and now I put the smiley face, 5x and 3x makes what? 8x, if they're both positive. All right? All right? Take 30 seconds to do 19. All right? Everybody try 19. All right, man, want to give it a shot? Tell me.
5x minus 2, x minus
5x minus 2 and x what?
minus
So let's see if that's right. How much is that? And which makes? That's not bad. It's really not that hard. But most people find it absolutely impossible. It is, I'm telling you, it's easy. All right. So here we go. Let's do 22. Okay. Now, go ahead, James.
Alright. So I did 3x and x, and then on the left parentheses, positive 4, and on the right.
Let's see if he's right. 4 minus 6, -2. Easy. Very easy. Now, I want everybody to look at number 25. This was considered hard because it could be 4y and y or what? 2 and 2. Now listen, here's what I'm trying to show you now. Pay attention. I'm trying to make 11, right? I have a 4 and a 3. Do I want it to be 4x and x, or do I want it to be 2x and 2x?
4x and x.
Why 4x and x?
Because 4 times 2 is 12.
There you go. All right, so you can start to kind of visualize. You're trying to make 11. So 4 times 3 is what? 12. All right, so that's pretty close. So let's see if you understand what I'm trying to say. All right, 4y and y. Now, where does the 3 go?
Right.
On the right, and the 1 goes on the left. So now, smiley face, 12 and 1. So it's going to be...
It's going to be 4y minus 1 and y.
And you know what? That's the most common mistake. And listen, yeah, because why though? Listen.
Because the 11 has to be negative.
That's correct. That's right. Now, the reason most kids make a mistake is because they want the bigger number to be negative. So they look at the 4 and say the 4 is bigger than 3, so the 4 has to be negative.
Mm-hmm.
All right? You got to understand, just draw the smiley face. It's easy to tell. It's easy to tell. All right? Let's try 28. Go ahead, girl.
7x plus 5 and then 1x.
Let's see if she's correct.
Oh,
5y, I know what you meant, and 14 makes 19. It's not that hard. All right, now 31 is considered hard because there's 2 possibilities for 31. All right, there's 2 possibilities, but there's only what? 1 correct answer. All right?
What's the 2 possibilities?
Well, because the factors of 6 can make 5 with 6 minus 1 or 2 plus 3. All right, that's why this one's considered harder. So you got to just be careful. You'll see what I mean right now. I can put the 3 here and the 1 here. Pay attention. That gives me 3x and 2x, which makes 5x if they're both what? Positive. But the 3 is negative. Everybody see that? So it can't be a positive times a positive.
If you switch
That's
3
why
and
you
1,
switch the 3 and the
and
1.
the 1 is negative.
Exactly. So now see if you understand what I'm saying. If I put the 3 here and the 1 here, I get what? 6 and 1, which makes 5. If the 6 is what?
Negative.
If the 6 is positive and the 1 is negative. All right, now, again, every year I tell kids, man, I can stand up here and do this all day long. But you have to do it. You have to make the mistakes. You have to draw the smiley faces. All right? The reason it's difficult is because you have to find the numbers that multiply and add, all right, to create a solution. All right, I'm just going to do a couple more. All right? Here we go. The only way to make 2x squared is 2x and x. Now, I told you to start with the middle factors. What are the middle factors? 7 and 3. Where would I put the 3? On the right. Because 3 times 2 will make what? That's what eventually your brain will start to make the connections of what numbers you're supposed to multiply together. But if you don't write it out, your brain's not going to make the connection. If all you're doing is writing down, it's not helping. All right, this is really helping you understand numbers better. So I want the 3 here and the 7 here. And I want it to be negative. So which one would be negative? This 2x minus 7 and the x plus 3. That's perfect. Everybody good? All right. Now, a little bit tougher because we had 6x squared. So I always told you go with the middle factors. So what am I going to put down first? 3x and 2x or 2x and 3x. Now the factors of 15. Where does the 3 have to go? With the 3 has to go with the 2. Does everybody agree? All right. 3 goes here, 5 goes here. How much do we have there? Be careful. 10 and what? 9. Remember, that's the key. Sometimes kids make mistakes. They accidentally add. Right? So 10 and 9 makes, if they're both negative. That's what you want. All right? Let's check out 40. Two x and x. Now, how do I know it's not going to be 2 and 6? Come on, look up and listen to what I'm saying. No. A common factor. That is exactly correct. Look what I'm saying. If it's 2 and 6, 2 would have to go here, right? Or 6. But 2 or 6 has a common factor with 2. So I know it's not 2 or 6. Everybody with me? All right, that's important. All right, so now let's try 4 and 3. Where does the 4 have to go? On the right, and the 3 has to go on the, so smiley face, 3 and 8. So I want,
So you're going to do +3.
that's exactly right. All right, now the next one's kind of easy because the last one is a 1. So what are the factors of 12 that make 7? 3 and 4. Are you okay? Yes.
Remember, like 40 for the, but doesn't 4 share a factor with x?
Yes, that's the exception. All right, 1 is a factor of everything, so it doesn't. Okay. All right, so what are the factors of 12?
2 and 6, 1 and 12.
But try the middle factors first. There you go. Why is it 4 and 3? Because 4 and 3 can make. There you go. 4y, 3y, 1, 1. And they're both what?
Negative.
Negative. All right. 46. All right, what am I doing with 46? Starting with what middle factors? 4x and 3x, good. The only factors of 5 are now 5 and 1. So we're, again, trying to visualize now. Where am I going to put the 5? On the left side. Because that's going to make what? 15. And if I put a 1 here, that makes what? Right? And then they both have to be what?
I see the 1 and I'm like, just subtract it.
But the 5 would have to be where with the x. Yes, sir.
No, you say you have to like use the middle factors. Like why would it not be 6 and 2 instead of 4 and 3? Oh wait. Explain.
Well, there's no combination of 6 and 2.
To get 12 though, isn't that like?
Yeah. But again, let me just show you since you asked me. Shh, please. So that's now what? 10 and 6. That doesn't make 19.
Oh, you just have to do like whatever makes sense.
That's correct. You with me now, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay. There's only one combination that will work. All right. Now 49. The middle factors are what? Yep. 3x, 5x. Now factors of 6. So where does the 3 have to go? To the right. And 2 to the
Left.
And there we go. What do we have? 10x and 9x, which makes
19 negative.
Both negative.
both negative. All right, here we go. Middle factors for 22x. So 11x and 2x. Factors of 10. So where's the 5 going to go? 5 has to go to the right, and 2 has to go to the left. Does that work out?
Wait,
The two's
wait,
negative.
no. Yeah, you can put on the left side still.
No, because that would make a 2 on the right side. Now, again, that's why I have to be careful, because some of you write the 11x on the right side, so you just have to be careful, right? That's all. So I want the 5 to be what? Yeah, there you go. All right. Now, if I break 8 down to 4 and 2, listen to what I'm saying now, because this is really helpful. If I break 8 down to 4 and 2, if I break that 8 down, is it going to work?
No.
No.
It goes up to be 8.
They both have to be 8 and 1. All right? Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Because there's nowhere to put the 8. You can't put the 8 next to the 4 or the 2.
Oh.
And if you break 8 down to 4 and 2, there's nowhere to put the 4 and there's nowhere to put the 2.
Yeah.
All right? So if you learn that, that's a tremendous advantage. All right? So here we know it only has to be what? 8x and x. And now the 8 and the 1. And I want it to be positive 65, so they're both what? Now, why is 18 annoying? Why is 18x squared annoying? 2 and 9, 3 and 6, 1 and 18. All right, but I, from experience, will tell you to start with what? 3x and 6x. All right. So now, can I use 2 and 2? No, 2 and 2 can't be used. So the 4 has to go where? 4 is to the left, for those of you guys who know your right and your left. And so now, smiley face. What do I? They both have to be.
Negative. Oh, oops, I thought that's it.
Oops, I thought that was in positive. All right, there you have it, guys. Again, I don't think it's that difficult. All right, it's annoying because you have to double check yourself every time. All right, now I'll do the middle column with my other class. You guys, I want you to knock out the rest of them. All right, and what I'll do is if for some reason you can't figure it out, I'm just going to be at my desk and you come up and I'll try to show you quickly how to do it. All right, but I don't think you're going to have any trouble because they're not really that hard. All right, they're not really that hard. Tomorrow is a good day. Tomorrow's a really easy day because they're just patterns. All right, you won't even have to do what we're doing today. You just recognize. All right, but today is the hard day. All right, so please, again, I'm checking your homework tomorrow also. All right, because I want it done. Hold up just a second.